If you want to transform your hygiene and smell good this summer, I got some tips for you that has done wonders to my hygiene.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back, and today we're doing part 2 of the defrosting for summer, which is all about hygiene, how to prep yourself for summer. These are hygiene tips that has helped me, especially for the warmer and hot weather. These are just some things that I've just picked up, and some of them I'm actually starting over again, because you know when you forget some things, you're like, wow, that did wonders on my skin, or like help me with my hygiene, but like I need to stay consistent on it. I'm gonna tell you all of that, but if you haven't watched the first part of defrosting for summer, that was all about building habits for summer, just small things we could do every single day, so that when summer gets here, we are ready, prepped, our habits are on point, and it's just bettering our lives and being the best version of ourselves. That's the main point of this whole series that I wanted to do. I also want to take some tips. Some of these tips I'm actually about to say, it's something that I've read in the comments where it's like, oh my goodness, I used to do this, like why did I stop doing it? My winter hygiene is not the same as my summer hygiene, so I just want to tell you tips on how to take care of your hygiene, smell good, just be that girl. Let's get started. The first tip is salicylic acid to improve skin. Salicylic acid is key for skin texture, like roughness, if you have any redness, just all of that to just help you. And I've recently started using it on my face, but on my body, I've used it for a couple years now. Basically, salicylic acid just sheds the top layer of our skin, which is dead skin, and just helps the renewing, and that speeds up the healing of our skin. So if we have something like breakouts or just like a rough skin or some type of breakout, I feel like what I've seen with salicylic acid is that it has renewed it just faster. So if you want that soft, glowy skin, especially for summer, a lot of skin will be showing. When I was younger, I was always insecure to show my legs because I've had strawberry skin. And wearing shorts with strawberry legs, I did not want to show that off. And I wanted some type of solution to get rid of it. Now, I don't have it anymore, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did. Strawberry leg is basically, it's usually caused by shaving and razors and like not doing it the proper way. Oil gets clogged in your pores, which turns it dark, and then that's what causes that strawberry thing that you can see. And I was so insecure to show it. I was like, I need to do something. Also, I had chicken skin, which is the bumps. So instead of the clogs being flat and dark, it was like almost bumps behind my thighs, behind my like arms. I just remember, even like right here, I'm sure this might have been because of toothpaste, but you know what? I don't know. I was just like looking, I tried so many products, just did everything. The number one thing that helped me is products that have salicylic acid. So my body wash had it, my lotion, the exfoliators, the KP Bump Eraser exfoliator. This is the main exfoliator that has just switched the improvements in like months, like a couple months after you started using it. My skin improved so much because of this. And one thing I'll say is staying consistent. So I would say I would use it once a week, and not only on my legs, but my whole body. And I know KP Bump Eraser can be on the more pricier side, but I would say like, if you want something where you're not willing to spend this much, even though it's that good, I would also say the salicylic acid CeraVe, rough and bumpy. They had like moisturizer. That one is really good. They also have a body wash. I use the moisturizer because the second thing that really helped me is using moisturizers that doesn't clog the pores on my legs. I feel like one of the first moisturizers that really helped improve my legs and like the texture, the tone, and just the appearance of it was the salicylic acid CeraVe moisturizer. Also, I stayed away from sugar scrub. I felt like that was doing the opposite. It felt like my skin just felt irritated for some reason. Maybe my skin didn't take it at that time. I actually recently tried sugar scrubs and it works for me. I would say salt scrubs. So Dr. Teal's has it for like $6 at Target. The Dr. Teal salt scrubs, they're perfect. I've used it before, and I've used the eucalyptus. If you want to see something different, you have to be consistent with it. Also, Naturium has like a KP Bump exfoliator. I saw it at Target. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not gonna recommend it, but I will get it. I've been wanting to get it, and I'll tell you how it works. When warmer weather comes, shorts are worn, dresses, everything, and you want to feel confident in it. So be consistent with these. The next hygiene tip is powder for sweaty areas. If you tend to sweat a lot, especially like crevices, everything, powder or like cornstarch can help absorb the sweat and keep you dry for longer, especially during the summer. Personally, I sweat because of ever since I went aluminum free, I start sweating more, especially during hot days. Also, the powder absorbing the sweat lessens the odor. So whatever it is, like feet odor, underarms. This tip actually, I got it from a comment. I was trying to find the comment, but if it's you, let me know into the comments, because one thing I'll say is I read you guys' comments. I take tips from you. I'm like, ooh, let me try this. oh, I've tried that before. I need to get back to that. This is just from my experience, but if you have any tips for hygiene tips for like the hot, warmer weather, let me know. Let us all know. Us going back and forth exchanging tips, and I love that. But she did mention baby powder, and I was like, I remember when I was younger, my mom used to put that on, and I was like, I wonder why. The only reason I'll do it now is I've already mentioned on my hygiene mistake videos that I tend to get like foot fungus if I don't dry my feet really well after the shower, even if I wash it. If I leave water in between my toes, that's when like fungus loves warm and wet places. And this is perfect because first of all, I love the baby powder smell. I know not a lot of people like that, but it smells good. But not only that, it's absorbing the sweat. Sweat causes odor. A win-win. Also, if you don't like the baby powder ingredients or the smell, cornstarch doesn't have any scent, but it also does the same thing. And I know it's not summer yet, but everything we do, if you start practicing it way ahead of time, it doesn't feel new when the time comes or the days it happens and you're just sweating and it's just all of a sudden it's July and you're going out somewhere. You could get like the small baby powder or like in a container, you could put cornstarch or something like that and just like, apply it wherever you need. And I'm definitely gonna do this now because, spring and my left foot, I don't know what's going on, but I just don't want it to cause anything. Baby powder, starting it now, and then, in the summer, when I sweat more, it will help me. The third hygiene tip is rinse with cold water and avoid hot water. I've mentioned this a bunch of times and I'll talk about it again because it's just that important. It's the one small thing that I've changed that I've also seen a huge difference with my skin. Just the appearance of it. When your skin looks firm, that's what also happened. And it's crazy because I was reading about it and I'm like, I wonder why that happens. I read this thing from Healthline by Dr. Schaefer and she says that the cold water tightens and constricts blood flow, which gives your skin a healthy glow. This makes sense. I started staying consistent when I really wanted to fix like my strawberry legs. And so when I started finishing my showers with like freezing cold water for like 30 seconds, I felt like my skin was in a way tightened, which helped it look glowier. Like when I put body butter right after that, it just was glistening. And hot water does the opposite, so it dries your skin. I know a lot of people like to take steaming hot showers, but just when you finish off with cold water. Just see how that works for you. First of all, not only does it help relax your nervous system, I know a lot of people do like cold plunge in the morning. It's because to calm like the nervous system. It's like a double whammy. And I'm gonna have to admit, I haven't been as consistent with it. Then at one point I was like, okay, my legs look good. I don't need to do it anymore. And then I started seeing more because it's like, during the winter, I only wanted to take warm showers. So I started seeing bumps like on the side of my knees and I need to get back on that. But when I stayed consistent, and I mean every single shower I took, I finished my last 30 seconds with cold water, my skin transformed. You will see improvements. Suck it up for 30 seconds and just try it. The next hygiene tip is Panoxyl for your underarms and feet. If you don't know, Panoxyl is an acne face wash. It's meant for that, but it's also an antimicrobiome wash. Yeah, I gotta get that right. It kills the bacteria that's on our skin. That's important because whenever we sweat, it gets in contact with the bacteria in our skin and causes odor. That's something I've added the last year, and I remember mentioning it and I was like, I'll get back to you when I try it and see how it works. It works. What I do though is right before the shower, like 5 minutes before I get in, I get the Panoxyl. I put it under my arms. I let it sit for 5 minutes as I'm doing different things before going inside the shower. The reason I don't put Panoxyl on my foot before going in is because you gotta be careful with that. It bleaches fabric, especially if you have clothes on. You just gotta be careful. So I'm like, if I put Panoxyl on my foot and then touch my bathroom mat, it might bleach it. I don't know, it might see foot stains on it. I'll just wash it inside the shower. So what I do is towards the end, I do my feet last. I get my foot brush and I put the Panoxyl, wash it in between my toes, under my nails, and it works. If you struggle with foot odor or anything like that, try that. Even when I searched it up, it said a natural way to help lessen odor for the body. I'm like, okay, is this natural? Like 10% benzoyl peroxide? I don't know. I'm curious. Let me know. I don't always use it on my feet or under my armpits. It's not like an everyday thing. I would say once a week, but if I need to, couple times a week. Especially those days where, you come back from the gym and you're like, I just feel extra sweaty. I smell something today. And I don't even need to do it every single day. The next hygiene tips is keep wipes everywhere you go. Keep wipes, gym bag, your travel bag. I have wipes in my gym bag, in my travel bag, in my car, just wherever I need it, I will have access to it. Just putting it inside our bags. You probably don't even need to use it now. I started putting wet wipes like last summer. I found the best wet wipes from Walmart. It's called water wipes and it's 99% water. And it was like a drop of fruit extract or something. It's only 3 ingredients because all we need is water. But it's something that you could carry everywhere. So it's like when you go to brunch or events, I would like take it out and go to the bathroom. I know not everybody takes a shower immediately after the gym. If you have the wet wipes and it's hot outside, you could freshen yourself. The wet wipes are small enough to fit into bags. So if you make it a habit now to just have it in your bag, remember those days. So if you stay ready, you don't have to be ready. The next hygiene tip is hair perfumes. Hair holds smell. Hair can hold bad smell or good smell, and it stays. It lingers. If I get a whiff of dirty scalp or anything with my hair, that's it. Like, it doesn't matter what perfume I'm wearing. It doesn't matter what deodorant I have. I smell my hair for the rest of the day. Let me know if you're also like that. The smell of old scalp, like old greasy scalp, bothers me so much. Like, if somebody walks past you and you're like, what was that? I can bet you 50% of that was probably scalp or hair, or it has to do something with that, because hair holds smell. And summer days just does something to the scalp. The sweating, extra oil, just everything, the smell just oozes out. So the one thing that would help is hair perfumes. I bought my first hair perfume last year because Jisoo had it. I went to Sephora and I smelled it. Wow, one of the best, even with perfumes. It has this honey scent to it. It just smells so good. It's that kind of smell where it lingers the whole time on your hair. The main thing is to wash your hair regularly. Obviously, to keep your hair smelling good, you have to go foundation, basics, washing the scalp thoroughly, having a schedule where you regularly wash your hair. Doesn't matter if it's once a week, once in 2 weeks, whatever works for you, but have some type of schedule. That's the foundation. When I'm saying hair oil, is the days where you're like, oh, I want to just add it. Like if I do this hairstyle, I would just go in and just add this hair perfume. First of all, it's safe. Second, it smells good. I learned last year that regular perfumes can actually damage your hair in the long run. When I put my perfume, I used to always put it on my hair. It could damage your hair. So I'm like, okay, what is the solution? Because I want my hair to smell good. And if my hair holds that smell, I need some type of hair oil or hair perfume that just smells good. So these hair perfumes have hair oil that actually nourishes the hair. If you know, oil holds smell. I was thinking of this today, but you know, the woman in the Bible that washed Jesus' feet with perfume oil, I wonder how that room smelled, because oil and perfume mixed together just intensifies. So imagine the hair perfume on the hair with the hair oil. It will linger the whole day. With this hair perfume, I get so many compliments throughout the day. They'll be like, what perfume are you wearing? I'm like, I'm not even wearing perfume. It's my hair perfume. The hair just doesn't want to let go of the smell. And let me tell you, brands are catching on. There's so many other brands that are creating hair perfumes with like hair oil that will actually nourish your hair while making your hair smell good. I know Way has one. Fleur, like PHLUR, it's in Sephora. I know Target has some too. Just go and smell it, see if you like it. It's not like a hygiene tip that's like needed, but if you just want to elevate your hygiene for the summer. And sometimes if you don't even want to wear heavy perfumes, you can wear the hair oil and it's enough. The next hygiene tip is find the deodorant for you. Deodorant is key during the summer, we all know this, but it's something where you want a deodorant that works for you. I love this one. This is the Lumi deodorant, Rose Smell. Also, this Kosas Sport. I mainly wear this for like the gym or if I'm doing like an activity, because this doesn't have any scent. Also, this is such a clean ingredient. It doesn't have any, it has AHA, which is like good for underarms. Both of these are aluminum free, but this doesn't have any baking soda. I'm not exactly sure what baking soda does, but it says no baking soda. It doesn't have any smell, but it does help you not smell bad. These two probably have to be my top 2 favorite deodorants. Find a deodorant that works for you. This is the perfect time because it's not hot, sweaty weather yet. So if you prep now and find the right one for you, keep using it until it stops working on you. If you're aluminum free, you know the struggle to find the deodorant that works for you, because the benefits are, in the long run, is better for us. But also, on the other side, you sweat a lot. That's one thing that happened to me. With this, I don't sweat as much, but this, I do see it, but this smells so good. But this is still good. I'm still gonna use this. I kind of alternate. And let me just say, last month, I went to Target and so many brands have brought like new deodorants, a lot of aluminum free, but also like antiperspirant if you're not aluminum free. I know a lot of people say like men's deodorant helps them. Just find the deodorant for you and reapply it. Once the hot weather comes, just reapply. You don't want to smell bad. You don't want to smell sweaty. I don't either, okay? And when I reapply, I take, with the wet wipes. Even if you don't have wet wipes and you're in a public restroom, just get the tissue, wipe the old deodorant off, and then reapply it. Reapplying is what really helps us stay fresh and a smell to last the whole day. But the main thing is find the deodorant for you. The next hygiene tip is oral care, specifically mouthwash tablets. That is something I discovered a couple months ago, and it's so easy because these mouthwash tablets, the one I use is, hold on, let me bring. I like this Boca one, and it's a mouthwash tablet. Oh, what else has probiotics? I didn't even know that. The ingredients look clean, but it says chew one tablet to activate saliva, swish for 30 seconds, spit, smile, use daily. It's something you could carry around because, you know, warmer weather comes, that's a lot of events, we're busy, outside's open, and not everyone has the time to go and brush their teeth in the middle of something. I have retainers from Invisalign. I'm not wearing it right now, especially if you have retainers and you want something like a mouthwash. This is something very convenient because it's something that you could just put in a Ziploc bag and the dust. And it looks like this. You just pop it in your mouth, chew it a little bit, swish it around your mouth for 30 seconds, keeps your breath fresh. It's just something that's convenient because if you plan on to travel, it's something that you could carry around without you worrying that your mouthwash will spill everywhere and everything smells like mint. I do not like that, especially like when I open my Hygiene bag when I'm traveling somewhere and something spills, I lose it. But also Lush had one. I bought it because I was like, oh, this is perfect for my Invisalign something. This is before I got this. The Lush one is basically the same thing. It's like a mini bath bomb for your mouth and you could just like swish it all around your mouth. But it was green and I didn't know it had dye in it. Obviously the dye will dye the Invisalign, so I didn't want that. And also my tongue was green after I was done swishing around my mouth. I was like, I don't like that. But also I try to use things that don't have dyes in it, things that I consume or things that I use. So I was like, let me not use that. You know, there's gum, mints, and everything like that. But if you just want that, you know, like that garlic taste is still in your mouth and you need something that could take it out besides gum, this is something. You could put it in a small Ziploc bag. It's convenient and keeps your breath fresh. The last hygiene tip I will say is something I will always say in all my hygiene videos. Hygiene starts from the inside. I can tell you all these hygiene tips, but if you don't take care of your inside, it just will not work. It's something that you have to do side by side. You take care of your inside while also doing the stuff on the outside. So like obviously drinking water. Water flushes out everything from our body that just shouldn't be there. Keeps our pH balanced, especially downstairs for us. Like feminine hygiene, we don't want anything to be imbalanced down there because that's what causes odor. Something I've added the past year is kombucha. I know a lot of people did, and I know there's like probiotic drinks like Olipop Poppy, Culture Pop. There's so many different ones. I love the Synergy Gingerade. That's my favorite taste because I love the taste of ginger. Anybody else? I love it. It's so refreshing. Also, it is a probiotic drink. It's something that I feel like in a way I am drinking apple cider vinegar, but in a diluted way. I love apple cider vinegar, balances pH, cleanses, like really good for odor. Drinking that as a probiotic has just been helping me. Also your diet, like what you eat. Next video is actually about summer body, working out in the gym, exercise, how to prep for that, for our summer body, how we feel, how we look. And I'm gonna talk a lot about diet, mostly exercise because, you know, that's what I have my degree on. Always balance. Like I will never tell someone to restrict themselves with something. So always balance. Eat what's good for you, what you're missing. When the sweet side takes over the healthier side, that's when everything just becomes unbalanced. Odor starts happening, our skin starts to look dull, breakouts. There's so many things, but it starts from within because if you try to apply like ointments and different things on the outside and not taking care of your inside, defeating the purpose. It won't even get to like the full potential of where your skin can be, how you smell, everything like that. We don't need to be doing all of this. Like there's a natural way. There's people who strictly eat, live, breathe natural things. They're taking care of themselves and everything like that. But I know for me, let me speak for myself. Like I love the luxury of being a woman, like taking care of my hygiene, my appearance, everything like that. And some people might call it extra. I don't care. I love doing it. It's also like, okay, take care of your inside as well. A healthy person can have every wish, but a non-healthy person has one wish, which is to be healthy. I'm gonna talk more about that. I don't even know. I'm gonna get the quote right though next video. Take care of your insides. It will help a lot with just balancing everything. Whatever comes in, comes out. Whatever you eat comes out. Whatever you consume through your sweat, the odor, the smells, everything like that. Take care of your inside as well as taking care of your outside. But hope you enjoyed this video and got some hygiene tips. Some of these tips that I've experienced, some of these tips that I'm working on. And also let me know some of your favorite hygiene tips for like the warmer weather. And stay tuned for the next part of defrosting for summer. But thanks for watching and come again.